We've been living in Korea for about 6 months now.
And we wanted to share with you guys our top 10 favorite things about living in Korea.
Let's do it.
Number 1, no open container laws.
Booyah.
You can drink in the streets. It is amazing. And with how cheap alcohol is in Korea, you can go to the corner store, buy some soju, mix it with some fruit juice, and just go walk around and get drunk. It's pretty much the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, soju is like $1.20. Mekju beer is about like $1.50 to $2, and I'm talking like 36 ounces. Also, makgeolli is about $1.50 to $2, so it's very convenient. And luckily for us, there is literally a convenient store on nearly every corner.
Pretty much every single corner, and they're open 24/7.
Like, just sitting here, we have five that we could go to.
One over there, one over there, another one
So
over
it's
there, another one down that way.
our
There's
choice.
another one over that way too that's a 7-Eleven. There's alcohol everywhere, and it's amazing.
Yes.
So the point is, drink in the streets. This is my new obsession.
My precious.
Claw machines.
Number 2. Claw machines!
Claw machines. We
Wow.
love stuffed
I
animals.
Want them all the time.
There's claw machines everywhere
It's
in Korea.
so competitive.
Yes, they have huge rooms that
Yes.
it's just claw machines and tiny little stuffed animals all over the place. And Amanda loves them, and I have to win them for her.
We have a budget because if we have cash on hand, it just disappears.
Yeah, so every single weekend we take about $20 or so. We go to
Not every weekend.
We go to the different markets that are close by, pretty much every weekend, sometimes in the middle of the week as well. And we go and try different claw machines, but we're looking for specific stuffed animals as well. Amanda's looking for like the little teddy bear things, the Cacao and Friends. I like to get the Pokemon stuff. It is amazing.
But the reason why it's so bad is because they change out the animals like every week. So it's not like the same ones. They're always different. They have different themes. Like there was a Halloween theme, so there's constantly changing, and it is super fun.
And there's a ton of cute ones. But also, it's a challenge because, of course, everyone knows claw machines
Yes.
cheat. They are horrible. And so you'll be in a perfect spot, you'll pick something up, and it'll look like it's going to be in there, and then, boop, it just opens wide open. It's ridiculous. But
it's competitive. If you see someone else with it, it shows like, hey, I am awesome. I'm good at the claw machine. Like, I have this and you don't. So you're like, want to make a bet? I'm going to walk out with 2. And so it's very competitive. People walk around with them. Even guys are walking around with them every age. It's really, really fun here.
Yep, guys winning them for their girlfriends.
Yeah.
It's super, super fun. But you have to make sure you stay within budget.
Caution. Stay away from the claw machines.
I love claw machines.
Stay away.
Number 3, safety in Korea. Korea is a super safe place. Drugs and guns are almost non-existent in this country. You do get some stuff in like Seoul that gets transported in from China or Japan, but it's not a whole lot, and it's mostly in clubs and in Gangnam and places like that. But one thing that is unsafe, however, is the traffic. Korea drivers are freaking crazy. They drive super fast, very abrupt. They just drift into other lanes.
Yes.
It's ridiculous. Plus, there's not a seatbelt law for passengers in the back seat. So if there is an accident,
kids.
you have a higher chance of getting... So traffic fatalities are actually double in Korea than they are in the U.S., which is pretty crazy because the U.S. is so much larger than Korea. But I think it's just because of that seatbelt law not being in place for the passengers. But you just got to be careful. Plus, you don't want to get run over in a crosswalk.
Well, not only that, but we've been in many taxis where people are watching TV, they have their phone on them, they're texting, and kids aren't required to sit in car seats either. So I think all in all, especially without seatbelts being a law, that you can just get away with anything in the car. And that is very alarming and very unusual. And I know we've been in several taxis where we're just like, we'd rather walk, like just let us out, please. So that is true, but at least we're safe. A lot of women feel comfortable walking at night by themselves, and after clubbing or doing whatever and just walking home by themselves, they don't feel like they need to be chaperoned. So definitely you feel really safe here, which is nice.
Yeah, and theft is not really even that big of an issue. The only time it is when it's in really foreigner thick areas, and it's the foreigners that are stealing
Right.
from other foreigners. But you can leave your wallet at a restaurant and it'll still be there.
Right.
You can leave your phone on the sidewalk and you'll probably get someone calling you, telling you where it is.
Yeah, there are CCTV cameras everywhere, so that is kind of ingrained in the mind of Koreans that if I do this, someone's gonna pick up on it and it's bad luck. So
Yeah.
for those reasons, it's really safe to be in Korea.
Number 4, public transportation. Since we were just talking about transportation, it seems pretty natural just to roll right into this one. Now, public transportation in Korea is freaking awesome. Super cheap, and you can get almost anywhere. They have buses that run every 10 minutes that go all over the city. They also have subways that are really, really cheap, and you can transfer to and from the buses without having to pay more unless you go a super long distance. If you're on the subway all the way from one side of the X, you might have to pay a little bit more once you get off. But besides that, it's usually just one fee. I actually traveled in public transportation for about an hour and a half and still was not charged the second time, so it's really cool. And it's usually for a bus ride, it's like $1.25.
Yeah, and also on the subway, it's about 80 cents, so it's really cheap to get around. And if you're gonna get in a taxi, you can go about 5 miles, for example. If it's not too busy, for about $2.80, which is the flat rate. And then if you are going in a taxi later, like 2 a.m., then it gets to be a little bit higher. Overall, we don't use a taxi that much. It can be kind of expensive, but if we're doing a big overhaul, if we're going to Costco or we're going to any other type of place with a lot of different groceries, it is convenient to take a taxi back. You don't have to wait very long. You just wait till you see one, and they're everywhere, so it's really convenient. Alrighty, number 5, we love hiking in Korea. It is such a culture of Korea. And what we love about it is so many people get involved. Kids all the way up to people in their 80s are up there climbing the mountains. What's really nice is not only the scenery, but the challenge. And I've never been so challenged before than I have been coming to Korea. Seriously, it is no joke. It is, the terrain is crazy. You're like climbing. It is a really, really great workout. And at the very top, what we love is seeing people eat fried chicken, drink beer, makgeolli. A lot of people are just indulging afterwards, which is really fun.
Yeah, they make a huge thing of it. So not only is it a big culture here, but they also get dressed to the nine. They go and buy all new hiking stuff, and they get walking sticks, and they go in big parties too. Like she was saying, older people go hiking a lot in Korea, so they retire, and then they go on these like hiking trips with all their friends, and there'll be like 50 Ajumas and Ajusis, and they'll all be hiking up together, and then it's just ridiculous how they can do it.
My favorite thing about the hiking culture is when you're walking in, there are usually, I'd say at least 50 restaurants on both sides, and that is like your saving grace, because when you're hiking up there, you're like, how is this possible? But then when you think about all the restaurants and all the food and all of the yumminess you're gonna eat afterwards, then it makes it all worth it.
It just gives you all that extra motivation.
Yeah, so immediately afterwards, you'll see everyone just lining up in the restaurants, enjoying like Korean pancakes and makgeolli, and just kicking back and relaxing. It's just part of the culture.
Yeah.
Number 6. Let me ask you this. How do you like to drink your coffee? I like to drink mine sitting next to a raccoon, an owl, a cat.
A dog, maybe some manga,
Yeah,
maybe some board games,
exactly.
themed cafes.
Themed cafes is where it's at in Korea.
Korea's crazy. They just do whatever they want.
Right, yeah.
They just put raccoons in a coffee shop.
Along with like 3 or 4 other dogs. It's like, they weren't sure exactly the design of the cafe, so they threw in like 4 dogs, 2 raccoons, and they're like, yeah, this should be interesting to someone. But if you come to Korea, that's one of the coolest things is there's usually anything you can think of. And so definitely take advantage of that.
Yeah, some of the cafes as well, like the cat ones or the dog ones, they'll actually, it's shelter animals, and you can possibly adopt them as well. So that's a pretty cool thing that I like.
And you should check out our Raccoon Cafe video if you haven't. We went to one and it was super fun, and I got to hold one, and yeah, it was a really great time.
So they actually got smuggled into Korea to be used in the black market trade, but they were rescued, and the person that owns the cafe brought them into the cafe, just to give them a home.
Yeah, check it out.
So one thing that I actually don't like about Korea is the fact that there's not really any bathtubs. Now the reason for that is actually one of the things that I love about Korea. Jinjobongs, the Korean spas or the Korean bathhouses. It's a communal area where you can go into different spas and hot tubs and saunas. You actually scrape your dead skin off, and Koreans do it really hard, and you can actually get it paid for, which her family did for me last year when we visited Korea, and they just like scraped everything off, and my arm hurt so bad. It was so crazy. But it's really, really great. It's very cheap. It's about $10 to spend as much time as you want in there. You can actually stay the night and sleep there. So if you're going on, a trip and just visiting some random city, you can go find a Jinjabong and you can actually spend the night there and use it almost like your hotel.
I like the hot saunas. I think that's a really good way to detox. And one thing that we always look for with the Jinjabong is the amenities. So the hotter the spa area, the better, or the
Some of the Jinjabongs don't have super hot rooms or super cold rooms, so we like to go to the ones that have the extremes, just because I feel like you get your best sweat going on there.
Not only that, but there's one that we found that had a big old slide, and it had basically like a water park type theme going on, but we missed out on it because we had went there too late.
Yeah, so, it was out of season.
Yeah. Jinjabongs are always great. You can go with friends and you can really relax and hang out in the pools as well. And there's a common area where you can we lounge together, snack it up, $1 for massage chairs. You can watch some Korean drama and just kick it.
Yeah. Now be warned, the non-communal area is nude. So in the spas, in the saunas, that's going to be nude by gender. There's a separate room for men, separate room for women. So just be prepared for that. If you've ever went into a swimming pool in the States and went to the locker rooms, you should be pretty prepared for it. But just break out of your shell. It's a great experience.
Parental advisory.
Yes.
Okay, on to number 8. Servisa. Servisa is awesome. Servisa means anytime that you buy something and it's eligible for something free, like a free gift, then it's all on you. You get to take it home and you're like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't be taking this home. I didn't even pay for it. That's because it's free. For example, if you buy cosmetics, a lot of times you're going to get Servisa. If you are buying household goods or chemicals or just household market
they'll just
products.
tape some toilet paper on there,
yes.
Some hand towels, some toothpaste. You'll find, random toys, duct tape.
Well, it's competitive, right? So that's how they're trying to get you to buy it. So a lot of times when you get home, you're like, this is great, I have this other item. How do I get it off? Because you'll start unwrapping it, and then all of a sudden everything, you don't even recognize the item that you bought because the tape ruined it all. That happened to me a couple times.
Yeah.
But anyways, we just bought toothpaste, and then we got something free. I haven't even looked at it yet because it was wrapped around there so hard. Not only that, we love eating at restaurants because you get banchan.
Yes. And banchan is a type of service as well. And actually sometimes at restaurants, let's say if it's a meat restaurant, they might give you a little extra meat than what's on the menu as a thank you. Now, what service really is a thank you to the customers, be it at a restaurant, be it at a store. In America, the customer has to tip the wait staff, which is weird because we're already paying for our food. Now, in Korea, it's the opposite. The owner is thanking us for being customers, and that's why they're giving us free stuff. And it's awesome.
But when you go to the fish market, for instance, if you go to the same vendor, let's say you want shrimp and you go there routinely week after week, a lot of times they'll throw in extra things like clams,
throw some
mussels,
scallops.
and they'll be like, oh, service up, because they want you to come back. It's the way that they try to get you to, repeat service rather. So Servisa is something that we love in Korea. It makes us brand loyal, and it also does damage your stuff at times.
And we love free.
Yes, free is always good.
Number 9. Traditional markets. traditional markets in Korea are freaking amazing. It's like almost like a gateway into another time. It's got small little shops and stuff all jam-packed together, tons and tons of people. It's like a sea of people, and you can find anything that you want there. If you want some spices, if you want some snacks,
drinks.
Yeah, you want some drinks, you want some fried chicken.
It's like every woman's fantasy.
If
I'm
you
sorry,
want clothes,
it really is.
if
you
you
get
want
lost there.
if you want pots and pans, they've got everything at the
If you
traditional
want an
markets.
animal, any type of animal. No, I'm just kidding.
I haven't
just
seen
kidding,
animals
I just
there on a stick.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just crazy. You can find anything that you want, and it's pretty cheap. And the coolest thing is, at most of the places, you could barter. Say if something's $10, you can try to get them
Oh
down
my
to
gosh.
$6,
My
and then
mom
they'll
can
say
barter.
$9,
Oh my
and then
gosh.
you'll say $8, and then you get it for $2 off.
Yeah. Even in this, even if you've never bartered before, it's pretty easy. Just say, oh, I only have like $5 in my wallet, and you open your wallet, and then you start leaving. They're like, no, come back. So it's really easy to barter, super fun, and then everyone feels like they got a deal.
Yeah, because I was gonna buy her some shoes for the monsoon season, some rain boots, and they were like $20 or something like that. And I was like, I ain't spending no $20 on some rain boots that she's only gonna use twice, didn't even use once. And so I said, oh, I only have $15, and he's like, fine. So $15 for rain boots.
And I was so happy, and I was very proud of you.
Yeah.
So, yes, traditional markets, and it's also great because you're supporting the local community. And for us, it's really important that we're not always buying all of our stuff at the supermarket. Even though it's convenient, we really want to support all the farmers and all the local grown food.
Now, the cool thing is, Korea thinks the same way. And so once a month, they shut down all the big stores, or once, twice a month, whatever it is. And they shut down all the big stores like the E-Marts, the Home Pluses, every other Sunday. And they make it so people have to go to the traditional markets and the smaller stores to shop and buy stuff.
Right.
Number 10.
Oh, the cutesy culture.
Cutesy.
I'm so cute. I'm skinny.
Hearts. Pui pui.
Pui, 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 pui.
Cutesy culture. It's crazy in Korea.
Yes. I have to say, I remember one of our first hikes we went on to, there was this sign that was like, danger rocks, and there's this cute little innocent cartoon where she's like, oh no, I'm meek, oh no, rock, please don't, oh, I'm so pretty though at the same time.
Koreans are so dramatic.
And
it's
everything
crazy.
is so cute. Their little cartoon road marking signs, and in America it's like, if you are not careful, you're gonna die.
You're dead.
And so there's definitely differences there, but everything is so cute. Even the little voices in the subway, all the automated voices in the buses are all like high pitched and very cute. And then every time we get to our stop, our destination, the subway, it's like fun music. Dun, 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 dun. You've arrived. Dun, 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 dun. Everything, and then very good. Anytime you are interacting with someone, for the most part, everyone is so cute and nice, and they usually are like very, very, very sweet.
Yes. Plus, it's really cute with all the poses that they do.
Yeah, I can't keep up with all of them, but
Yeah, I don't know.
there are a lot of cute poses and selfie sticks and lots of dating, and it's really fun overall. And a lot of
Couples
times
wearing the same outfit.
Yes,
Yeah.
I find that so strange.
Yeah, me too.
But oh well, everything in Korea seems to be super super cutesy, and I like a lot of the sayings on their shirts too.
Yeah. Amanda's starting to actually kind of get drawn into the culture though, because she wanted me to wear my Seahawks jersey as well, but I didn't want to match.
Well, at least I got my Pokemon.
Yeah.
So
Charmander.
yes, we love Korea. It's super cutesy here, and it's just, we find it adorable.
There's so many things that we love about Korea, but that was our top 10, and we hope that you liked it.
Yes, definitely. And we want you to be encouraged to come to Korea, because if you do, you can experience all these different things. And also, if you are interested in more, please comment below if you want us to do a video on a specific topic that you're interested in. Otherwise, you should check out our Raccoon Cafe video and keep watching.
Yeah, you can see some raccoons almost attack Amanda, and they were crawling all over her back. It was hilarious.
Okay, so until next time, see you
Bye.
later.